How to convince your parents to buy you a skateboard. Skateboarding is fun at almost any age. If you want to convince your parents to buy you a skateboard, you should have all the important facts on hand. Decide what kind of board you want and be prepared to explain the many benefits of skateboarding. Parents might disapprove of skateboarding for its perceived dangers and risk. Lay your parents' fears to rest by pledging to always wear a helmet and follow safety protocols. Method 1: Building your case. 1. Emphasize the health benefits of skateboarding. Skateboarding gets the heart working and requires excellent balance and coordination. It also helps you develop muscles all over your body, especially in your back, glutes, quads, hamstrings, and abs. Plus, skateboarding provides a great opportunity to get out of the house and enjoy the sunshine and fresh air. Remind your parents that kids need exercise and outdoors time to stay healthy. 2. Explain the social benefits of skateboarding. Talk about how much fun it would be to go skateboarding with your friends. Illustrate for your parents how skateboarding is an important social activity. For instance, point out that skateboarding with your friends is a great way to bond and make new friends. 3. Ask for the skateboard as a gift. If your birthday or Christmas is coming up, you could ask for a skateboard as a gift. If you only ask for the skateboard and nothing else, you are more likely to get it. If it's not that time of the year, be patient. Don't forget that you want the skateboard, and keep the idea to ask for it in the back of your mind until the right season approaches. 4. Make a deal with your parents. For instance, promise to get better grades in a certain class or take on more chores at home. Alternately, you could offer to pay for part of the skateboard with allowance money or money earned from a part-time job. Offer to help more around the house by, for example, mowing the lawn or doing the dishes. Do not promise to improve your grades, or do anything else, if you don't think you can. If you make a promise that you don't or can't fulfill, your parents will be less willing to buy you the next thing you ask for, or trust you when you make a deal with them. Offer to sell some of your old stuff that you don't want, an old guitar or action figure set, for instance, in exchange for a skateboard. 5. Turn the skateboard into an opportunity for your parents to show off. Parents often like to compete in obvious and subtle ways with other parents. If they know that your friends all have skateboards, but you don't, they might feel that they are not doing their parental duty. Before even sitting down and asking for your own board, mention your friends who skateboard to your parents. Tell them how your friends really enjoy it and how you think it seems really fun. With enough subtle hints, your parents might offer to buy you a skateboard without you even asking. Method 2: Talking to your parents. 1. Choose the skateboard you want. Before talking to your parents, you'll need to know what you want. Don't make your parents do the legwork of figuring out what kind of skateboard to buy. Plus, if you leave it to them, you might end up with a board that you don't like. Having all the information together ahead of time shows your parents you are serious about getting the skateboard. Skateboards have 3 parts: the board, the wheels, and the trucks, the piece between the wheels and board. Shorter boards are best for beginners because they are easy to balance and handle. If you have experience riding a friend's board, use it to determine what kind of style you like. Pick a back-up board or 2 just in case your parents decide that your initial choice is too expensive. If your parents don't have a lot of extra money to spare, trying to get a cheaper off-brand skateboard might make them more inclined to buy one for you. 2. Plan when to talk to them. Let them know in advance of asking for the skateboard that you'd like to ask them for help with something. Schedule a time when one or, preferably, both your parents can give you their undivided attention. Do not try to talk to your parents about buying a skateboard in the morning, as they will be busy with the morning routine of eating, brushing teeth, and gathering themselves for the workday. Do not try to convince your parents to buy you a skateboard in the evening, since they might be tired. The best time to talk to your parents is on the weekend when you all feel relaxed and can listen with an open mind. 3. Ask with gratitude. Instead of asking directly, "Can I have a skateboard?" frame your question in terms that show you know you're asking for a favor. Parents like knowing they are appreciated. Try to preface your question by telling your parents you know they work hard. For instance, you could say, "Mom, Dad, I know you work hard to provide for me. I'm very thankful for you and hate to ask for anything extra, but I was wondering if I could get a skateboard." Be honest when recognizing how your parents provide for you and showing your thanks. 4. Be persuasive. Make a PowerPoint or a poster showing the type of skateboard you want and information about the advantages of having a skateboard. Include pictures, models, and a well-planned speech to accompany your visual aid. This will make you look responsible and demonstrate that you've put a lot of thought into getting a skateboard. 5. Show appreciation. After your parents get you the skateboard, show them you appreciate them by giving them big hugs and a peck on the cheek. You could make them a card that reads "For the best parents ever" and write a brief message within referring to how thankful you are for their gift and how excited you are to receive your new skateboard. 6. Don't respond with anger if you don't get it. Sometimes your parents can act unreasonable or unfair. However, most parents usually do what they think is best for their children. Don't yell, cry, or make accusatory statements at your parents if they don't get you the skateboard at first. For instance, if your parents reject the idea of buying a skateboard, do not say, "You don't care about me." That will not improve your chances of getting the skateboard, and could actually increase their resolve against the idea. If your parents are hesitant to buy you a skateboard, ask them why. Once you've identified their main reason for not getting you a skateboard, think about how you can alleviate their anxieties or resolve the issues that led them to their decision. If you suspect your parents will say no despite your thoughtful planning and the considerate way you ask them to wait a few days and think the matter over before making a decision about your request. The added time might allow them to consider everything you've shared more carefully. Method 3. Proving it's safe. 1. Learn to practice on a friend's skateboard. Most falls and injuries occur with new or inexperienced skateboarders. If you have some practice under your belt before talking to your parents about getting your own skateboard, you can point to that experience to justify why you're ready for your own board. Start slow when learning how to skateboard. Ask your more experienced skateboarding friends for guidance and advice about how to maneuver and use the board properly. Use the experience on your friend's board to practice falling safely. 2. Demonstrate your commitment to safety. Skateboarding really does carry the risk of serious injury to the body, especially the head and arms. Promise to wear all the appropriate safety gear, including a helmet, elbow and knee pads, wrist guards, and appropriate shoes. Choose a helmet that fits snugly on your head. It should not be too tight or too loose, and sit low on your forehead. The straps should form a V around your ears. Skateboarding is not recommended for children younger than 5. If you're between the ages of 6 and 10, you should agree to supervision from a family member or trusted adult. Agree to accept your parents' safety instructions. Promise to avoid doing risky stunts. Don't lie to your parents just to convince them to buy one for you. For example, don't say you will always wear a helmet if you aren't planning to once you get a skateboard. If you do this, your parents will probably just return the skateboard. 3. Make sure your parents know you will only skate in safe areas. Skating in the street can be dangerous, and skating in certain locations can be illegal. Do not skate in the street or use homemade skate ramps. Only use your board in approved public areas or skate parks. If your parents only want you skating around the neighborhood, promise them that you will not go anywhere else. Tips. Express how much you want it. Tell your parents you really enjoy skateboarding. Warnings. Don't waste your parents' money on a top-notch board if you are a beginner. Chances are you are not ready for it, and you might outgrow skateboarding quickly.